Hi guys, how's it going? Okay, so I'm about to ramble a little bit, right? First and foremost, I'm going to talk about locks, my third month in. Talk about that a little bit, and I'm going to talk a little bit about weight loss as well. I am in a mood right now, so I'm going to ramble a little bit, so please bear with me, forgive me in advance, okay? First and foremost, my third month was pretty smooth, no slippage. Um, I was able to. I didn't really wash it a lot. I washed it once this month because um, I hate braiding and banding. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it. But I know that in order to wash it and keep it from slipping for the first year, 6 months or a year, something like that, you have to do it right. Um, no slippage. It's growing. It's thriving. It is definitely getting healthier. It's fuller in the back. I love it. Funny thing is, I when I got my hair retightened yesterday, and she was like, "I am not good at washing my hair with the braiding bands. I have to improve. I have to get better at that." Um, Hold on. Okay, so I suck at rinsing my hair out with the braids and the bands and my hair, right? So when she was re-tightening my hair yesterday, she was like, "You have soap in your hair." So I was like, So she went ahead and washed it for me. And she didn't braid it, she didn't brand it, she just put it in there and she just washed it and it felt so great. I'm not gonna try that at home. I don't try that at home. If you're only 3 months in, please braid and band. But that's a giveaway that it's starting to lock because it didn't slip. Even when she did that, it still didn't slip. So I was like, oh my God, right? She did say that it's starting to lock and everything is cool. My grid is still straight. Everything is progressing and it's doing what it's supposed to do. Um, it took her about maybe 3 hours. But usually it takes about 2.5, but it took a little bit longer because she did wash and put me under the dryer, and she had another head going on at the same time. So it took a little bit longer, but that's okay. She still got through it pretty fast, considering the fact that I got a head full of locks, right? Um, I am an advocate for locks. I have to say that like my hair is thriving. Locks are a protective style. Your hair has no choice but to thrive when it is locked. And I don't just mean sister locks. I'm not one of those, sister lock police. And like I love all locks, okay? And if you take care of it, all locks can be beautiful. All locks will help your hair thrive. Your hair will be healthy, okay? It will grow. So if you're thinking about it, whether it's sister lock, traditional lock, you want to start using some braid locks, some two-strand twists, whatever, I say go for it. I'm the one that's gonna push you over the edge and tell you to go for it, okay? So yeah, it's been a great experience so far. One thing that I do notice from people that are not that knowledgeable about locks, people tend to assume that when you have sister locks or when you have small micro locks, that they break easily. That is false. That's not true. Just like when you have loose hair, if you don't take care of it, it's gonna break. It's the same thing with locks, except with locks, your hair can still break with locks, of course. Don't get me wrong, but because locks is a protective style, you have to really, really not be taking care of your hair for it to lock. But I mean, if you're like with sister locks, if you're putting too much product in it, because with sister locks you don't have to put anything in it. With traditional locks, you do need a little bit more oil once it starts to lock. If you're putting too much product in your hair, You're over manipulating it. That's the biggest thing. You're interlocking too much. You're twisting too much. That will weaken your roots and that will cause your hair to break. But if you're not just leaving your hair alone, you getting it, retightened or retwisted every 5 to 8 weeks, something like that, doing your thing, letting your hair do what it does, not putting too much stuff in it, because people think that they can put a lot of stuff in their hair just like they did when they were loose naturals, but you don't have to when you have locks. You don't have to, right? The buildup, because what happens is it causes buildup, and that buildup will cause your hair to snap right off. I have seen people with traditional locks that are not anywhere near as small as mine pop off because they just weren't taking care of them. So it's just like with anything. If you're interlocking it too tight, if you're twisting it too tight, um, you're wearing your locks in styles that are too tight, yeah, it's gonna break off. But that is not just limited to sister locks or micro locks. Anybody's locks will do that if they're not taking care of them. So I just wanted to speak on that because I see a lot of people on YouTube or just people period saying they're small, the small ones break easily. Not necessarily. No. Anybody's locks can break if they're not taking care of them. You can go and look all over YouTube for sisters that have small locks and they're beautiful and they're thriving and they're down their back. Okay? So, I just want to ramble about that. Yes, I'm rambling. I don't care. I'm rambling, right? Um, so I just want to talk about that. As far as the weight loss thing, I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. I started Weight Watchers, right? Me and my son started it. We started Weight Watchers. I was doing good at first, and then I'm still not doing bad, but I need to go back to going hard like I was at first. I'm not going to talk too much about that because I don't want to. I feel like when I talk about it too much, I jinx myself, When I say, okay, I'm going to go on this weight loss journey and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and da 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 da. And then I get discouraged or something happens, it's like I jinx myself. I don't want to do that. So I'm letting y'all know that I started Weight Watchers. I'm gonna do a video specifically about Weight Watchers and how I like it, but I'm not going to update y'all on my weight loss until I've lost a specific amount of weight and I feel comfortable talking about it. I don't want to jinx it. Okay, so yeah. So I'm gonna do another video just specifically about Weight Watchers and how it works because I think it's a really good program. I really do. Um, Me and my son are doing it. If some people combine it with keto because a lot of the foods that you can eat on keto, minus the cheese and the butter and all of that, are 0 points with Weight Watchers, right? I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do another video about that. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So I'm feeling myself. I'm looking at myself like, girl, you cute as hell. But yeah. So that's what I want to talk about today. Um, I'm gonna make another video real soon at some point this weekend, just talking about Weight Watchers and the plan that it's on and how I like it so far. And I'm gonna figure out how much weight I want to have lost before I go into it and tell you what I ate and stuff like that. So until next time, peace. Holla at you.